Well, it's been one hell of a year, hasn't it, guys? Well, maybe years, but with the end of the pandemic just over the horizon, and all we had to do was keep up with the jabs this year kept throwing at us left and right, our only option was to sit back in our rooms, relax, get comfy, and watch some anime. And with this year coming to a close, we had to count down some of the best releases from this year. Mind you, this list is totally based on each show's popularity and overall rating on MAL. Oh, and one more thing, this video will not be including both seasons of Jobless Reincarnation, Attack on Titan Season 4, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime with its 3 seasons, 86, and Welcome to Demon King Iruma-kun, both seasons. For obvious reasons, of course, and if you didn't realize why yet, well, it's because they're all goats, of course. So before we start, be sure to subscribe to our channel and press on that bell icon. It says all to be notified about our latest videos. And be aware for the following spoilers coming your way. You have been warned. Coming in at number 17 is Mieruko-Chan. I gotta tell you guys, this girl got one hell of a sturdy stomach, or at least she tries her hardest to appear as such. Once upon a time, she was a normal student like anyone else, but thanks to the world being as it is, the cosmic power of ruining someone's life just couldn't leave her be. And because of that, she is now able to see hideous, scary looking ghosts that enjoy messing around with humans and are mostly annoying as hell. And surprise, surprise, they are mostly attracted to her energetic, go-lucky best friend. Miko's job now is to protect her from them while swallowing up her fear and trying to maintain her poker face when she encounters those apparitions. Though we know better since we are the audience and can hear her inner thoughts and how terrified and scared she is. It never gets old how the ghosts keep getting closer and closer to catching her off guard and discovering she sees them. However, as of now, she is still kicking ass and hiding her fear like a champ. Coming in at number 16, we have the world's best assassin to reincarnate in a different world. In my professional opinion, it was kinda unfair to put this show on this list already, since it's not fully released yet, but yet again, I just couldn't stop myself. When it comes to an isekai, I just go full throttle and no breaks whatsoever. This assassin kind of works the same way I do. He never stops, he was the best of the best, never fails in a mission, and gives his opponents multiple reasons to fear his very presence. However, every great and powerful man has his day, and this legendary sniper got his after being ambushed in a mission gone south. Instead of dying though, he is isekai'd to a world of science and magic since why the hell not, right? We have seen it 100 times already, and yet every time it's different and unique, and that's exactly the kind of charm I love about isekai. Now, the show is still ongoing and has a lot more room to get better reviews and ratings, so let's hope it gets what it deserves and doesn't get overlooked like many others before it. Coming in at number 15, we have Tsukimichi, Moonlit Fantasy. So let me get this straight. She freaking summoned him to her world only to curse him and throw him from the goddamn sky just because she found him ugly? That's one hell of a diva that needs some disciplining, wouldn't you say? However, all wasn't lost thanks to the best boy Tsukuyomi giving him his blessing as he descended into the world. Too bad we might never see him again in the series, though such a bummer. What I liked about this show was the weapons and skills the main character gets to use and how he actually controls his insane mana using the rings and that flaming bow. Its attacks and the animations are just a chef kiss. Like seriously, the animation has no right to be that good and cool looking, and I personally can't wait to see more of the insane, overpowered skills this main character has. I won't go into any details on how and when it happens, but he froze a freaking army and created a large pond with a single arrow. Coming in at number 14, we have Blue Period. Lucky are those who find their true calling in life. Some people live their entire life with its ups and downs, get old, and even die, not discovering the potential that they had inside of them. Yaguchi Yatora is one of those lost souls for a short time. Even though he is a delinquent and hangs with the wrong bunch, he is still an A student with perfect scores, since he works so hard to maintain this academic level of his. One day, amused by a canvas of vibrant Shibuya, he doesn't find the words to express how beautiful it is. So instead, he lets his brush and painting do the talking for him, only to get praised for his painting by everyone. It then struck him that this is what makes him happy, and this is his passion that he has to pursue. There's no fun in a path clear of obstacles now, right? This path is a thorny one riddled with booby traps and barricades blocking his way. In this series, you will watch the true test of his determination and how he overcomes all those odds stacked against him. It's somewhat motivating if you ask me, and sure as hell deserves your time to watch. Coming in at number 13, we have Shadow House. The name says it all. It is a noble family of, well, Shadows. They're alive just like you and me, except they can't interact that well with others since they are shadows and have no expressions or faces, which makes things phenomenally harder. It's kind of like texting before there were emojis if you think about it. Back then, you couldn't tell if someone was serious or just kidding since you can't see their expression or face to know. So, and just like emojis made things easier for us, these shadows receive puppets that are designed to look like them if they had a normal body and face to serve them, and do all that they bid. Mind you, the puppets have personalities of their own and think for themselves, which makes you wonder if they are truly puppets at all. With all that self-awareness integrated into them, the main character Kate and her puppet Emilico embark on a journey of self-discovery in which Kate learns from Emilico to put herself out more and try to show what she feels better, while Emilico learns practically anything. I mean, she is curious about life. She has like a million questions up her sleeve. Coming in at number 12, we have My Senpai is Annoying. So yeah, welcome to the more adult and more responsible version of Nagatoro-san. This anime takes place in a trading company delving into the relation of a junior share with her senior. Oh, thanks to her short stature, her senior teases her constantly and treats her like a child. It's not work bullying though, he is actually doing that since he likes her and enjoys being around her. He never fails at helping her in work and share the load with her if things get harder, and that just shows how responsible and caring he is. As they spend even more time together, things tend to get more emotion related than just work. Will they work it out? Or will their inner unsecure teen surface ruin everything? Coming in at number 11, we have the case study of Vanitas. Mystery, dark past, great character development, steampunk setting, vampires, and above all, cool animations. What more could anyone ask for? And did I mention it comes with a plot thicker than 2B's thighs? Whew! This is the case study of Vanitas the vampire from ancient history, and coincidentally, the main character is a human that inherited both his name and grimoire. Not coincidentally, he has a deep, hidden, fucked up past that I won't get into for obvious reasons. Long story short though, he manages to save Nele, a Crimson Moon vampire, from an attack to take his life, and then they later team up to cure the bloodlust of curse-carrying vampires using the grimoire of Vanitas. Seems pretty straightforward, right? Well, that's what you might think. However, the truth is, it's way more complicated than that. This is a show that will hit you with a plot twist every 2 seconds. And you will still be shocked since you never saw it coming, even if it was laying there for you in plain sight. So, well, prepare yourself for a wild ride, because this show will make you think and scratch your head for answers you never knew you wanted before. Coming in at number 10, we have Beastars Season 2. The second season is already out and fully released, and all we can do now is wait for Season 3. I gotta be honest with you guys, I didn't find the time to check out this show, and a lot of my friends want to strangle me for not watching it yet, so I have no idea what it exactly is about, other than it reminds me so much of Zootopia. It kinda starts off the same, even with the balance between carnivores and herbivores destroyed thanks to the death of a person. Hell, it even has the same miniature rabbit character and the fact that furries will enjoy this show. However, the story seems nice, and my friends told me it is a must, so I'll take their word for it. I swear, I'm gonna regret this so bad. But oh well, a little bit of trust never hurt anyone, except for Caesar. His trust ended up with him dead. Let's hope that doesn't happen to me. Coming in at number 9, we have Takt Op, Destiny. The moment you lay your eyes on the words Mappa and Madhouse, you instantly know that this will be too good to miss. The series is produced by both these studios, and as always, they never disappoint and always manage to draw a smile of satisfaction on the faces of their audience and watchers of the series they oversee. And this series is no exception. Ever since the release of episode 1, and the internet is exploding with AMVs and reviews of how good this series is, and how great the animations are. Some even compared them to the ones in the Fate series, which signifies someone is doing something right. However, animations don't make a good series on their own. It also requires that the characters are interesting, relatable, and fun to watch. Takt Op yet scores another point on the meter of what makes a good series. The battles, the action, the drama, the enticing story. It's all so good and fun to watch. It is exciting to actually watch a series where you save the world with the power of music. The concept is quite new and never tested before, and it is quite a big leap to those studios took, but thank God they did, because watching this show was worth every second. Coming in at number 8, we have Dr. Stone, Stone Wars. Man, this felt like ages ago. So you're telling me that Senku was actually able to create a tank and electricity, but he decided to go ahead and make noodles in the midst of preparations for war? Huh. Neat. He was even able to create a version of the cell phone which brings him even closer to freeing all of humanity and restoring civilization. Yet there is only one hurdle in his way: Shishio Tsukasa. You know, those moments when the main characters are so confident that they will win and taunt their enemy by saying, "Oh, really? You and what army?" Only to be surprised that an army actually exists. Yeah, well, this one isn't one of those scenarios. Oh wait, what? Okay, scratch that, my bad. Shishio's got a big-ass army. Science against sheer numbers of the Empire. Who will win? Better watch and find out, guys. Coming in at number 7, we have Megalo Box 2. All I could say is, oh, how the mighty have fallen. Once a champ, now nothing. But a shadow of his old self, the once all-powerful Gearless Joe, was nowhere to be found after losing an exhibition match. He was thrown into the depths of obscurity and no one heard of him for a really, really long time. 7 years later, he looks like a truck hit him and was trampled over by an angry stampede going by the name of Nomad. Laying low and fighting in some underground battles in order to get by in those hard times. In one of those matches, his opponent loses on purpose, and Nomad later finds out that he is an illegal immigrant, looking for easy, fast money to buy the land they live on. Nomad, haunted by hallucinations and his own ghosts and demons, is hesitant at first, deciding to help Chief in the end to buy the land. And thanks to his decision, we get to see Nomad, back in action, though he is nothing like his past self. But you gotta give it to him, that old dog has still got a lot of fight in him. Coming in at number 6, we have Moriarty, the Patriot, 2nd season. We have always watched and read things only from the perspective of Sherlock Holmes and his dear friend Dr. Watson, but never had the story told from the side of Professor Dean Moriarty. In all other iterations, he is depicted as a genius, cold-blooded killer that won't stop at anything until his plan is complete and his ambition realized. However, in these 2 seasons, we get to see things from another point of view, and we get to see how the nobles are corrupt and destroying England from within, leaving it to wither and rot. Thanks to all their transgressions and corruption, Moriarty and his brothers couldn't stand idle anymore, and had to do something about it, even if it had to include them dirtying their hands with the blood of others, then so be it. However, Holmes, the antagonist this time around, will stand at nothing to stop the killings and thwart Moriarty's plans. Trapped in a game of cat and mouse, Moriarty will set Holmes on a wild goose chase, outwitting him on every corner, and we get to watch it firsthand. Coming in at number 5, we have Tokyo Revengers. Do I even need to explain anything about this show? I mean, we all agree that Mikey's unstoppable kick is able to defeat anyone in the world of anime, including Goku. And I mean it. Probably even Itachi. And that over here, guys, is how to trigger Goku and Itachi tards 101. Thanks for sticking around for the lesson. Now, seriously speaking, this show is actually not half bad, and when it comes to the time travel concept of the show, it executes it quite well. I mean, I can't recall the last time I saw a time travel anime and understood the shit that was going down. It's just too confusing. Yes, I am looking at you, Steins;Gate, but the show is more on the easy side to understand and pick up side. And it's one of those shows where you like the side character more than the main character since they're just that memorable. I swear, I memorized the names of everyone but the main character in the show. Overall, the fights are cool to watch, though kinda overrated, but still, it's still cool to watch a bunch of delinquents kicking ass. Coming in at number 4, we have SK8 the Infinity. Who would have thought that an original series about skating would be that popular and gain such a fan base and high rating on Mao? Definitely not me, that's for sure. I've always had this weird spot when it comes to sports anime shows, except for Slam Dunk, of course, and Captain Tsubasa. Those two are the OG GOATs. And I don't care about what others say, they will always have a dear place in my heart, but I digress. The show's debut caught everyone off guard at how good it actually was and how fun it was to watch. After all, that's all we look for in an anime. A means to spend our time and have fun, and the creators of this series understood this very well and poured their hearts and souls into making this gem. But don't just take my word for it. Go and check it out yourselves. Coming in at number 3, we have To Your Eternity. Just from watching the first episode, a person can clearly see the amount of effort put into this project, aesthetically and emotionally speaking. From episode 1, the settings raise all the red flags in the audience minds that the unnamed boy will die, thanks to a plethora of clues littered all around, and even though, deep in my heart, I knew that the kid has to die eventually, and the name To Your Eternity is dedicated to him. I just couldn't shake off the feeling of wanting to root for him when I see him smile and push forward, and with every directional mural he finds and discovers, it's like as if he gained a new life. His joy was so surreal. It made me feel as if I am the one happy to find the stones, and with it a hope. And for a second, just for a brief moment, I neglected all the red flags popping in my head and the fact that the kid has to die. and enjoyed him fighting and striving to get the other side alive with Joan. Even though I saw it 100 miles away, the death scene of the young boy didn't come as light. It made me tear up and cry, much like a 10-year-old. And here lies the genius of this series and how dedicated the creators of the show are. I guess that's the least you can expect from the creator of A Silent Voice. Am I right? The show isn't just a drama for the heck of it. Everything has a deeper meaning and a secondary emotion embedded into it, like when the young girl was being chosen and the village and her parents were happy, when in reality they were crying their hearts out from the inside. All it took for me was one episode to realize just how good this series is, and what a journey it will be watching it. That is why I urge you to check it out if you haven't. And coming in at number 2, we have Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid Season 2. I'm gonna say it, and you guys better put aside those torches and forks. I haven't for once in my life watched Season 1 or Season 2 of the series. And even though a lot of my friends recommended it to me, I just couldn't get into it. It just wasn't my type of show. And with that out of the way, this does not mean that this is a bad show whatsoever. It just doesn't click with my tastes. That's all. It's purely my opinion. But even as someone that hasn't watched it once, I am still 100% prepared to kill anyone that tries to harm, or worse, lewd Kana-chan. She is a small, cute dragon, Emoto, that loves sweets, and we must protect above all. And even Season 2 introduced a lot of new characters. The most controversial one was Ilulu, and her debut sparked lots of controversy concerning her looks and how, disproportionate her bobas are. But the series, as it is, and at its heart, is a comedy and a very good one at that. So if you want to have a laugh, maybe watch a slice of life comedy that has some deeper elements into it, but also a very mellow tone, be my guest and check both seasons out. I guarantee it that you will be rolling on the ground from laughing. And number 1 goes to Vivy, Fluorite Eyes song. Welcome and hello to the sci-fi all-you-can-eat buffet. We have sexy-looking AI, futuristic technology that makes no sense, AIs that kill humans and destroy the human race, and the cherry on top, time travel. This series is also by Wit Studios, the ones responsible for the Attack on Titan series, so you better prepare yourselves for some out-of-this-world animation, especially when it comes to eyes. Wit just loves the detail in eyes. One thing led to another, and humans didn't learn a thing from all the Terminators, iRobots, Automata movies, and still created AI to facilitate their lives, only to become completely reliant on them, and ending up dead because of that. In the last-ditch effort attempt, a scientist sends back Matsumoto in time to find Vivy, the first AI ever created, and urges her to save the humans by carrying on the mission of Project Singularity and stopping certain events in time that will spell the end of humans and the start of the AI rebellion. The series is riddled with intriguing, cool songs, awesome action sequences, and some of the most flawless and amazing-looking hand-to-hand combats I have ever saw. It is really good and satisfying to watch, as well as quite interesting and intriguing, though it kinda makes no sense that scientists put the hope of humanity in the hands of an AI. Maybe it's due to the fact that she is the only one not corrupt? I have already said too much, but if you want to know the rest, you better go watch it to find out what a masterpiece Vivy is and why it deserves the rating it got. And with this, we conclude our video. If you enjoyed this list, I want you to smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed already, be sure to subscribe and press that bell icon to keep yourself notified of all our new and latest videos. Also, comment down below on the anime you liked the most, and if you're planning to watch any of them. If you have any suggestions, place them in the comments down below as well. And as for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.